This video is the compilation of my other videos, but without the outros. So let's begin. Hello everyone. This time I wanted to make a different kind of video about my experience on mobile in Outcome Memories. If you're planning to play this game on mobile, you might want to hear my experience first. The first time I played Outcome Memories, I was kind of excited because there is barely any good game on Roblox, but the hope on being good on mobile lasted about 5 seconds, and Roblox isn't exactly known for being good on mobile. My main issue is the camera. It's honestly the biggest enemy in this entire game. Sometimes the camera can be awful to control. There is always that moment when the camera zooms in, and you can't see anything while EXE is chasing you. And since most of the time you can't move the camera back in the chase, it's difficult to survive. The camera either gets stuck, spins around randomly, or give up on life. Then there are the controls. They technically work, but not when you need them the most. It is the same mobile issues we are used to, but this game makes it a little worse, and they really shouldn't exist. After a while, I got used to the issues, and I tried to actually focus on the game. The devs created a great game, and they don't even make any money from it. We can't ask too much of them, since they did more than enough, but if Outcome Memories gets a good mobile update, one that fixes the camera and the controls, it could be easily my best EXE game. Everyone who has played something fast-paced, like a battleground, a symmetrical or survival game, knows how much a bad ping affects things. Ping can be bad on all devices, but I'll talk about my experience having bad ping on mobile. Starting with the bad ping, but not bad at all. It's a delay that makes everything feel out of sync. It's still bad, but no bad enough. You can still try to outskill the bad ping, even though it's difficult. But if you've ever played with bad ping on mobile, you will know exactly what kind of nightmare I will talk about. And it is the bad ping with ping spikes, because no matter how skilled you are, bad ping makes you look like you've never played a game in your life. Hello everyone, in this video I will explain in detail why Eggman destroys Eggman. Let's begin. To understand everything, let's start from the beginning. Sonic.exe, The Disaster, is a game created by Outlake, and it is an asymmetrical game with a player as the EXE and others as survivors. This game eventually was deleted for copyright issues, and that's why I will be using Sonic.exe, The Disaster Eclipsed v1.35 to be able to compare better. And then Outcome Memories, created by One Sob, also an asymmetrical game, inspired by Sonic.exe The Disaster. Let's start with TD maps. With a classic Fangame style, all their maps are Hill, Hide and Seek Act 2. You can't run base 3 dots. Not perfect and kind and fair. And Outcome Memories, with a modern and polished style. Their maps are Green Hill, You Can't Run, X's Castle, and Not Perfect. And then the gameplay in The Disaster. EXE abilities are Spin Dash, Invisibility, Decoy, and Teleport, and survivors also have good moveset. To give an example, Metal Sonic has Grapple. In Outcome Memories, EXE abilities are almost the same, except that he can teleport behind you and has Rage mode. With that said, let's begin with Eggman. Zapper charges for approximately 4 seconds, then shoots an electric ray to slow down EXE. Turret, build turrets to slow down EXE. With health and repair mechanics, jetpack, charge then boost wherever you are moving. With this explained, it is understood that Eggman is a support style, and their weaknesses is that Eggman is situational, and may require map advantage. But in Outcome Memories, it's much simpler. His abilities are the jetpack boost, it makes you faster than Sonic, and energy shield, which makes a shield appear which stuns EXE if it attacks you, and its passive, double jump. So my conclusion is, in Sonic.exe Disaster, Eggman need more environmental awareness, turret placement, zapper timing. The TD version plays more like a support, While in Outcome Memories, Eggman is just running with a map. Have you ever seen a punching bag instead of 2011X? Everyone who was the executioner had at least that problem once, and I am gonna talk about why it's like this. But before we start the video, I want to clarify that everything I will say is my opinion, and what I understood what was the problem in my experience. Starting with Sonic, it's easy to use as a player. It has a shield and has good escape and stun skills. This means that if you don't attack him by surprise, you will be in a difficult game. Tails can also be a problem, because if the player has experience, you already have a sniper who can ruin your chase at any time. And although it's somewhat difficult to use as a player, it also has a good escape ability. Knuckles is one of the worst if the user has experience. Dealing with one is similar to dealing with Eggman. He has escape, defense, and sometimes doesn't even need to juke to waste your time. Amy, her abilities are quite good and easy to land, which means that if there is an Amy in the game, you will know that the game won't be easy. And I'm ignoring her tarot cards. Metal Sonic. Its difficulty of use is similar to Amy and Knuckles, and the fact that its passive is 50% of resistance, with 75% in last man standing. This means that you will have to deal with Metal if you don't want to have to dodge his attacks in the middle of a chase. Cream. Do anyone leave a Cream alive without trying to kill her? Her healing abilities can undo all the progress of the game, and on some maps, it also has good escape skills. And Eggman, known for being the best survivalist, their skills are perfect for defense and escape, especially if the maps take advantage of its passive, double jump. Now imagine a game with all those problems at the same time, with a 2011X that was nerfed multiple times. This game definitely needs a rebalance update, and this is what I think what can improve the game. 2011X needs less cooldown with his attacks and abilities, and let me explain why. All the survivors, especially Sonic, makes EXE use at least one ability, but with the whole team. If an EXE has to use all its abilities just to chase Sonic, it will be vulnerable. That means they can be stunned by someone else, losing all that progress if you didn't manage to land an attack, which is a whole other topic. And for survivors, it is by giving a penalty for missing a stun skill. Also, Knuckles and Cream needs a nerf with their passive ability. Very good as a survivor, but very difficult as the 2011X. After playing Outcome Memories for a while, rating Tails seemed like a good idea for the video. I will explain in detail why I consider Tails to be possibly the worst survivor. To describe Tails, I have to start with the passive skills. Passive Animal Sense. When the EXE enters 45 studs of Tails, they get highlighted even with invisibility. It's a great warning tool, but it's not useful in a chase. It's just a warning tool. Second passive, Metal Sonic support, just like Eggman. And I'm sure not everyone knew this, just like me until now. If Tails is near to Metal Sonic while he is self-repairing, they will heal faster, but doesn't stack with Eggman's passive. Now it's their skills. Glide. In the air, Tails can glide on for up to 10 seconds. He can cancel the glide by landing or pressing ability again after 5 seconds. Cooldown, 35 seconds and 25 if canceled, or 6.5 seconds after using laser cannon. A great ability for mobility, especially if you're one of those Tails that go to areas where the EXE can't go. Laser cannon. Tails charges his cannon for 5 seconds, and then fire a plasma beam. If he hit the executioner with the beam, they get stunned for 6 seconds, canceling during charge, 15 seconds cooldown, and if you use it as 45 seconds. In last man standing, the charge time is reduced. It's a good main stun ability, hit and run. With a good strategy, you rarely die. The good thing about Tails is great mobility thanks to glide, good range stun, and a support, very good in last man standing, especially if you know the map. It would be a rank if it weren't for its flaws. Let's talk about it. Laser Cannon requires charge time, making him vulnerable. Glide, on some maps, leaves you vulnerable to charge. Requires skill. It requires a lot of skill and is definitely not a main for new players. It's also easy target for 2011X. And Tails, without a good team or map, is vulnerable to dying on target. Tails deserves a C rank, but can be a rank if the player is competent. But that would mean that player would have to get used to the target. Tails are mainly about, I will get at least one kill. They barely have defenses in a chase, and they depend on their team. Being Tails, it is not just about being more vulnerable. It means being an easy target for the EXE. A new player can't be Tails, because the EXE can just kill even if their team tries to defend them. Tails can be unfair, and sometimes it just depends on how good you are at juking. Their mobility depends entirely on the map, although this is debatable. How long he lives depends mainly on his team. His attacks depend on whether you're in the right place at the right time, which is difficult if you are being a sniper. Tails requires experience and skill to do more than being a victim. In Last Man Standing, his abilities became good enough to make survival possible. But that rarely happens because in most cases, the EXE will see a benefit in killing before Last Man Standing. Because after all, you are a sniper.